So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. At their own 13-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. Now a play fake. Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable now for Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He almost outkicked the coverage. A 57-yard punt, 15 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
First down, Bengals.
21-0 our score after one. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Hurts. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, it's Rodgers. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. And he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jet sweep. Here's Bateman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Harris to return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the...
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure